myself, I think, because I don't know a lot about cookware, but I know how to make salmon toast, so I know there's this little tray thing you make that on. But I remember growing up, and my mom had this certain pot, and it was called a pressure cooker. Anybody know anything about those things? Growing up as a small child, those things were scary. I think they've upgraded these days. I haven't seen one in recent years, but this thing had like just from my childhood, I'm remembering this thing on the top of it. And all I knew is that pan was scary. What came out of it tastes good, but at a certain point, that pressure cooker, apparently, I guess, it would let off pressure, and that little thing on the top would make a noise that would make the hair on the back of your neck stand up, and definitely make you run out of the kitchen. You guys, come on, mark yourself. You've seen those things. But always what came out of it was good. And what the Lord has, and as I say many times, He uses our life, our situations, our backgrounds, experiences, and He uses those things to speak to us. And what I've been hearing Him say is the word pressure, and specifically pressure cooker. And of course, He reminded me of that thing that my mom would cook with, and how as a child it brought, a little bit of nervous, a little bit of fear, and yet what came out of it when it was finished and done was delicious. And I say that to say that there are those of you here tonight who have been in the pressure cooker. Now, if you're going to stay this quiet, sermon's getting longer, so you got to help me preach here.
Amen.
Thank you, Don. But God wants me to tell you that what comes out of the pressure cooker is good. Just like what Mom would cook, when it came out, it was delicious. When it was in there, it was a little scary. And that high whistle noise, run from the kitchen. It's a bomb. That's what I thought as a kid. I think this thing's going to blow up. And some of you have felt like that in your own life, like it's just all going to blow up. Like it's all just going to blow up and be completely a mess that you can no longer come back from. But I'm here to tell you that there are those of you that are in that pressure cooker. There are those of you that for quite some time you've been in that pressure cooker. But God has the last word. Yeah. Everything is not blowing up. Everything is not becoming a mess that you cannot come back from. But God will take everything that the enemy has tried to destroy you with. He will take the pressure, and out of the pressure that you've been under, out of the pressure that has been brought against your life, you're going to come out better. You're going to come out more desirable in the sense of your place of authority for God to use your life. You're going to rise to a new level. You're rising to a new place in God. God's going to turn all of that pressure into something that makes you more adorable in the eyes of God, more pliable, easier for Him to take and stretch you and use you, because the enemy should have killed you when you were in that pressure cooker, but he didn't have permission to. That's why you're still here tonight. That's why you're listening to the message. God has kept you, and if you come out of this pressure and this pressure cooker, you're coming out better and stronger and greater. And God is going to use you to touch others who are after you, going through the same kind of pressure and the same kind of struggles that you've already been to. You're going to speak into their lives. You're going to be a minister to them. You're going to minister to them. You're going to bring in harvest. You're going to encourage believers from quitting and giving up. You're going to reach down and pick up people that were planning suicide, but you're going to show them that taking their own life is not the way to go, because you know what it means to come out on the other side and be victorious and be better for what you have gone through. So tonight you've been under that pressure, but that pressure will not last. God says it's time for His whistle to blow, so to speak. It's time for His word to come forth and say the pressure is over. You're coming out, and you're coming out greater, better, more durable, flexible, pliable, and able to be used by God for His glory, for your good, and for the good of others. So do not give up and give in when you're in and under the pressure.